Hi, this is Stridden. No, the title is not clickbait, or at least it's really bad clickbait. I really failed. I failed everyone who's watched and subscribed to my channel, my friends, and yes, even and maybe even especially myself. I only had a few goals for myself this year that all felt attainable, and we're going to go through one of them in just a bit, but first I need to say this video needs to be short. I have switched my desktop PC to Linux, specifically Debian 13, with XFCE as the desktop environment, and although I am very happy about it, it's come with a lot of changes. The biggest immediate one is that my old editing software doesn't work in this environment, and additionally, getting my OBS set back up was kind of a nightmare, but now I'm happy with it mostly. So that's why you're seeing this video right now. My goal is to have this out either the night of New Year's or the first day of the year. Any later and I'll have already failed again. The last couple of videos I put out were the Raspberry flavored review and some Spec Ops videos. After that, the Raspberry review exploded and the Spec Ops videos were a small blip on everyone's radar. The next videos would have been more Spec Ops because that's all I had backlogged and ready for editing. On top of this, my extended family started visiting, the holidays were fast approaching, and I just couldn't find the time and the motivation to continue making videos and risk burning out. I streamed Hollow Knight a couple times to make up for it and realized something very important for myself. I am not a streamer. Beyond my internet being bad most every day, I'm not social. I feel uncomfortable in front of an audience when I can't hide behind editing. I sit there hoping and praying that the viewer number stays at 0, and at that point, why am I streaming? Why am I even uploading videos? What is the point of me uploading and posting online if I'm so afraid of my content being seen? I love the process of making videos. I get to log my thoughts and experiences, and I get to refine them into a bite-sized package. I can wrap it up with a nice bow and push it out into a void and be able to look back on it and share it with people who I know, or people who enjoy it. My New Year's resolutions from last year, specifically, stream or upload 36 hours of content. That's a totally achievable goal. I was on track to do it in July. That's over half the year. As you can tell though, I didn't make that. So instead of punishing myself or redacting or retconning my resolutions or trying to climb a steep hill again only to slide down and fall in a puddle of mud and get stuck again, I'm trying something new. Yeah, I failed everyone and especially myself, but I forgive myself for it. It wasn't present me's fault. Past me gave him a task and no tools to do it with, and I forgive him too because it was out of naivety and not malicious intent. Instead of requiring 36 hours of content, how about I just upload 36 times? If each upload is 10 minutes, which it isn't going to be, I'm just making a point, but if they were 10 minutes each, that would be 360 minutes for the year. That's only 6 hours. That's well below what I achieved this year, in theory. In practice, I only uploaded 29 videos, and of the 27 hours of content that I put out, a lot of that was streaming hours. It affords me a guilt-free way to take some time in between videos if I don't have anything ready. I still have plans and ideas in my head for the channel. I need to rip some band-aids off. I don't plan to stream anymore. It was fun in a trial way, but it somehow stresses me more than just recording and editing and uploading and thumbnails and descriptions and titles and all of this stuff. That's like all of the fun part of making content for me. Streaming is not fun for me at all. It's just constant stress for me. Forever Adventure has to come to an end. I transferred over the mod pack and world to this new environment, but I was already having frame issues, and maintaining the pack into newer versions was always an impossibility, and I'd like to try something new. It's not the end of Minecraft for me or my channel. We're just going to massively scale back and try new things. I'm sorry to everyone for not finishing a lot of those projects. It probably is the worst for me since I care so much about it. But I plan to make homages to it and new stuff, and that world and that series will always live on in my heart, so it's sticking with me even if it's not, coming back. And while I'm saying stuff that I don't think anyone wants to hear, Raspberry Flavored 3.0 is like the best version of the mod pack. I think they've started to overcorrect for hardcore Raspberry players in 3.1 and up. There's no reason for a portable storage interface to need Ender Pearls, And yes, I know the Lumium and Necrotic Spheres give you a speed boost when you're gliding. When I made my raspberry flavored review, I hadn't reached the point where I actually got Lumium or Necromium. So yes, I know they give you speed boosts. I will do it here in this video for you, just for you. And also, it's still not a good replacement for Elytra with firework rockets. I'm sorry. But I'm fine with moving slowly while falling. I had 120 hours in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom each within the first week of them coming out. Okay? The difference is that in those games, you have Rivali's Gale, or you have the towers that shoot you into the sky. In both cases, you are able to travel faster because you get massive height quickly. So in Raspberry Flavored, the only difference is you have to use balloons to gain height without a campfire, because I'm not going to place down a campfire, burn my toes, and then launch myself into the sky every single time I need to go up. Instead, I'm just going to start like using balloons, and at that point you don't need the glider, because the glider is the thing that lets you slow fall, and if you have 3 balloons on you, you do slow fall. If you have 4 balloons on you, you go up. So what's the point of me having a glider? Anyway, sorry for the rant. Rant over. What you're seeing right now on screen is a personal server that me and Jess have on our home network. It's just me and her playing. The server isn't open to everyone, and it's running on hardware that I actually own, which is something that I'm so happy and proud of. I set up this whole thing over the course of like a week or so, and it runs perfectly. It does exactly what I want it to do. I was really heavily considering making it just like a mostly vanilla server, but I'm so happy that we went with raspberry flavored at the time. It might still change later, but for right now it does exactly what we want, and we're not done with this world, I don't think, yet. This video, like I said, needs to remain short because I'm not back into the swing of editing, especially not with new software, so thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all greatly for sticking with me. Have a wonderful beginning to the new year, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.